Okay, so hey everybody, I just wanted to do a quick video. This is my first review. I just got Hulk Wolverine in yesterday, and despite one little problem, which as you can see here, Wolverine's right shoulder guard is broken. I have put a call into Sideshow, well, emailed actually, and I'm waiting to hear a response. As far as the rest of the piece goes, I only have a couple of premium format pieces from Sideshow. Until this came in, Batman was my favorite piece, and I gotta say, this now tops that list, despite the problem I did have with it. It's just amazing. It's painted beautifully. It is just amazing. Now, everybody has been talking about Wolverine's teeth. And as far as mine goes, yeah, they could have been done better. Not going to say that they're perfect, but I really can't say that they're terrible. They're not great. They could have been done better. But to me, it doesn't really kill the piece. I know, a couple guys out there who have talked about just the pictures, have said it, it kills the piece, and ruins it, but I don't think it does. I will also say that I think in pictures and in video, it actually looks much worse than it is. I'm having trouble focusing here. There we go. The base is really nice. I like the fact that Sideshow put a little bit more thought and effort. You can see that that broken piece there. I like the fact that they put more effort into varying up what has turned out to be a pretty standard base for Sideshow. They do a lot of rock bases. And the lighting on this isn't the best, guys. I know it's kind of dark. I really do appreciate the details they put into this base. The log that Hulk breaks when he steps on it is really grayed out on the open ends. But where he actually steps on it and breaks it, you can see it's still that lighter color, that tan color, like fresh wood. There's different, textures and tones in the paint on the base, rocks and mud. So I really appreciate that. This is the first actual piece I've gotten with a rock base. But I know from looking at the website and a lot of people's reviews and collection updates and stuff that they do a lot of rock bases. So I do really appreciate this one in the fact that it varies, has different tones, different textures. Onto the figures themselves, the sculpt on Hulk is amazing. It really is. There's one part that, anatomy-wise, I'm actually not 100% on, and it may just be the angle, but this left shoulder feels just a little bumpy to me. Right here and right here, from this front angle is obviously the intention of the sculpt is to see it from this angle. From this angle, it looks absolutely fine. But when you come at it from the more Hulk's front, it just looks a little weird to me. Doesn't ruin it. Really doesn't. It's hard to talk anatomy on a character like this who is so exaggerated. But yeah, that's the only part of the sculpt that I actually think is a little weird. But like I said, when viewing it from that front angle, it's not even an issue. Love the paint job on Hulk. I don't think there's a stray paint, bit of paint on him at all. He is painted perfectly. And you know what? Same for Wolverine. He is done really well. If I do any more reviews, I will try and do better lighting so that you guys can see this better on camera, because my lighting is not the best, especially on the back end right now. I think Hulk's face is absolutely the standout of this piece. It is absolutely fantastic. Since it's come in and I unboxed it, I keep pulling the head off and looking at it and examining it, and it's just beautiful. I'm pretty sure these are decal appliques in the eyes, but I actually appreciate that. Makes, the better they look, the better, really. I mean, I can appreciate a great paint job like anybody, but, I really do appreciate how good they look. They have a nice shine to them, to show that wetness. The same thing with his teeth. I like the choice of the black tongue or the dark green tongue. Although it does remind me of a chow, a dog, but I really do like that. It's just an odd choice. It's a different choice. Not a lot of people would have done it. I appreciate that they went that way. The claws, I thought they were supposed to be metal. Maybe I just assumed that. I don't know. I thought I'd seen that online, but they're definitely plastic. And there's a few spots that you can see right there in that middle claw where I'm not sure if it's the actual mold of the plastic or if it's paint grouping up. But there's little bubbles. But really that is only present on, I think, that one blade. I don't think I see it anywhere else. So paint-wise, that might be the only place I knock it. I was originally going to knock the piece before I realized this guard was broken for having some sloppy lines. But when I realized the guard was broken, that no one would ever see that if it hadn't broke. Although it does beg the question, why sculpt the shirt line in if you're not going to follow it in paint? And there is a little, you can see it right there. Let me just focus on it. There's a little scrape of blue from the pauldron or our shoulder guard on a spot that could be visible to the naked eye if that guard wasn't broken. I think that was more just an accident. There's another little scrape of blue there. It's probably from the tip of the pauldron before it broke, or maybe when it broke. Other than that, paint-wise, I think it's beautiful. The arm hair sculpted in and then just shaded to give that illusion of hair. But I think it's done really well. Sorry about that. I think it's done really well. Yeah, I'm amazed with this piece. Since I got it in, I still don't have a home for it. Trying to get it to refocus. There we go. Still don't have a home for it yet. I bought my first Besta displays. They're coming in about a week though, so really don't know. May just sit right here on the table till the Bestas come in and I get them put together. Once those are in and put together, I know where it's going to go, but I don't have any place for it yet. I'm really hoping Sideshow can help me out with that shoulder guard, because if not, that's going to be a pain to glue. It's an awkward piece and it's small. So yeah, that'll be a pain to try and fix myself. But I haven't stopped staring at this thing since I got it in. It's just beautiful. It is massive. I'm not sure height-wise. I think Batman would still be bigger. But just width and depth-wise, plus weight. I mean, the shipping weight on this thing is 40 pounds, I believe. And only maybe 5 pounds of that is box. So this thing's a good 30, 35 pounds. It's massive. But, you know what? Us collectors really do appreciate a good weighty statue. Makes it feel like it's got some value to it, some worth. So yeah, this is an awesome piece. Anybody that's been on the fence about this, saw pictures with the teeth or just hadn't made up their mind yet, I'd really just suggest going for it. It's amazing. It's definitely worth the value. I think $650 after shipping is what I paid. Yeah, it is a beautiful piece. I'm really waiting to see if I got a handful of things coming throughout the rest of the year. I have the 4 Sideshow 5th scale turtles. I also have Prime 1's Geralt, Ironworks Mark 46, the Civil War Iron Man. Iron Studios, I'm sorry, not Ironworks. What else? I have the premium format Superman coming in soon. Not sure when, but soon. When that comes in, I'll try and do a review on that. If you guys like this one, as I do these, hopefully I'll get better. I know I just kind of did this on the fly. I didn't really put any thoughts together. Just kind of wanted to give you my fresh, raw thoughts on the pieces. I was looking at it, didn't script it or anything like that. Which means you got a lot of pauses and ums and ooh and stuff in there as I was trying to think of what to say. But it's a beautiful piece. And next time I do one of these reviews, I'll try and do it in slightly better lighting. Yeah, I got a handful more pieces. I do have some of them I won't see till probably this time next year. I'm not expecting. I do have Deadpool, but I'm not expecting that to come in till next February. They got the premium format Wonder Woman on the way. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming. And if you guys like this, if you thought it was informative, give it a like, subscribe. Although, yeah, like, subscribe, comment, the whole thing. And like I said, hopefully I'll get better at this. Really just wanted to give my my thoughts on this. It's a beautiful piece. Let me just give you a shot of that head in better lighting. These are the strongest magnets of anything I've gotten so far. Yeah, that Hulk head is just amazing. I really like the shine on the teeth. Like I said, gives it that moist look. The eyes, even on this better lighting, you can see them there. They're just fantastic. And the sculpt on this is amazing. I actually tried. I can get my pinky finger in that mouth and it stays on so he can actually bite me. The hair, at first when I was looking at it, I was wondering if maybe there was some paint rub off. But I agree with some other people I've seen online. I think it was probably rubbed off intentionally or done intentionally to give that green highlight look. Because even though it looks black, the intention is always that his hair is green, like the rest of his skin. Or even if it is black hair with green skin, you're going to get a slight green highlight to it. It's just done really well. Like I said, these are some of the strongest magnets I've experienced yet. I mean, that magnet literally sucks the head out of my hand as I'm putting it in. Wolverine, if you guys haven't seen, he is magneted. There's saw a video where the reviewer didn't think he was magneted, but you can see it in the end of the peg there. He's got this nice long peg. Goes into a deep socket on Hulk's arm there. And this is something you got to be careful with as you're putting it in. Only because they did paint the peg. So, well, more likely any paint rubbing or scraping is going to be within the hole itself, not actually on the figure. You just want to be careful not to transfer too much of that yellow onto Hulk. His knee does kind of touch, just barely touch. So you want to be really gentle when you're putting him in. That way you don't do any transfer onto the arm. But yeah, this thing is, I mean, just take a look at that skin tone and texture. Just an amazing sculpt. And painted exceptionally well. I'm really, really, really happy with this piece. You know, I'd be through the roof, and honestly, I am still through the roof excited and happy about it. You know, opening up and seeing that broken shoulder guard, though, it's kind of a little exhausting. You know, you pay all that money, you wait all that time, you get the piece in, you unbox it, and you're really gentle and careful as you're unboxing it. Make sure you don't break anything. And then you realize that it was broke before it ever even got to you. Because that shoulder piece there, that definitely was not during the unboxing. It was actually outside the bag. I think just through shipping, got broke and tousled around and fell out. So yeah. It's kind of a bummer. I'm waiting to see what Sideshow says, what they'll do for me. But as far as the statue itself, could not be more impressed. Could not be more impressed. It's amazing. All right, thanks, guys. Hope to see you again soon.